My name is Ray Deng, and for my culture presentation, I will be talking about the different languages spoken in Brazil. Brazil is a multi-ethnic country located in South America where many different languages are spoken. Brazil's colonial past, along with recent waves of immigration, have all influenced the languages used in Brazil. Portuguese or Brazilian Portuguese and Brazilian Sign Language, also known as Libras, are the official languages of Brazil. Both are accepted and used at the federal level. Portuguese is spoken by 98% of the country's population and is the language used in government, education, the media, and almost every aspect of daily life. Brazil is the only country in Latin America to declare Portuguese as its official language. There are many influences to Brazilian Portuguese that makes it distinct from European Portuguese. Brazilian Portuguese is influenced by the indigenous languages spoken in the country, the arrival of European settlers, the waves of international immigration, and the African slaves that were brought to work in the sugar plantations. The greatest divergence of Brazilian Portuguese from European Portuguese comes from the initial contact with the Tupi-Guarani speaking native population. The Tupi-Guarani language group has added thousands of words and expressions to Brazilian Portuguese. The African slaves that were brought to work in the sugar plantations have also influenced and brought different expressions and words to Brazilian Portuguese. The recent waves of international immigration have created significant minority groups in Brazil and have and they have introduced new words and expressions that are used every day in Brazilian Portuguese. For example, ciao, which means farewell in Italian, has been adopted as tchau in Brazilian Portuguese. We'll be talking about the widespread acceptance of Portuguese in Brazil. According to 16th century texts by Jesuit missionary Father José de Anchieta, most Brazilian families spoke some form of native language. Many of the early Brazilians spoke Língua Geral, which means general language. This was a hybrid language of Portuguese and Tupian languages developed by the Jesuit missionaries. Only after the second half of the 18th century did Portuguese become Brazil's most spoken language. This was due to two facts: the inland explorations conducted by explorers and the Jesuit missionaries, and the discovery of gold and diamond mines. The discovery of gold and diamond mines have brought an exponential influx of European immigrants, increasing the Portuguese speaking population. On August 17th, 1758, Portuguese became the official Brazilian language by an act signed by the Marquis de Pombal. The act also banned the use of native languages or lingua geral. European language groups influenced Brazilians to enunciate words more clearly. Relative to European Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese sounds more pronounced and clear. Also, some words are spelt differently from how they're pronounced in Brazil compared to Portugal. Sometimes Brazilians take words from American English and different countries and ignores its Latin roots. European Portuguese is much more resistant to change and assimilation of foreign words. European Portuguese is more formal. An estimated 210 languages are It is estimated that 210 languages are spoken throughout Brazil. 81 of these languages are Amerindian languages, while the rest are foreign languages brought by immigrant minority groups. Many regions have adopted minor languages as co-official languages at the municipal level, where large populations of minority groups are present. Some common languages spoken in Brazil include German dialects, Hungarian, Spanish, Italian, Japanese, and Chinese. German, the second most spoken language in Brazil, is the co-official language in Grande do Sul Rio region. It is mandatory there to teach in German. Also, in the northeastern regions of Brazil, hundreds of Tupian family native languages are spoken in these rural areas. Media and municipal political campaigns are conducted in Tupian languages in those regions. It is predicted that many of these native languages are rapidly disappearing. By 2030, it is estimated that over 35% of these languages will disappear. This diagram shows the geographical regions each language is spoken in Brazil. It is uncertain how many languages are spoken for sure. There are many indigenous tribes, some whom have never been in contact with the modern world, that speak their own unique variants and dialects of the Tupian language. Many minor languages, such as German, also varies from region to region. Many have regional native dialects and expressions and are incorporated into creating unique variants of the language. As we mentioned before, German is the co-official language of the Gran do Sul Rio region. In that region, they speak a unique dialect of German called Hunsrück. And that will conclude my presentation. Thank you for your time.